Neewer sent me out their CM28 Pro Wireless Microphone Kit, and I'm going to give you both the good and the bad on this so you can make an informed decision on whether it's right for you to purchase. Before I could afford my high-end pro video gear, I used a lot of Neewer stuff. Their lighting kit, I used their tripods, and I think I still use their 5-in-1 reflector to this day. But now they've dove into the audio space, and my first reaction is just how small this case is. For reference, here's the case size of the current wireless kit I'm using. I've put some gaff tape over the name, but you can see how much smaller the Neewer version is. Not to mention that currently if I want to plug in my phone, I have to bring this extra adapter versus the adapters are just so small, and in this case, they'll always be with me. So it comes with one receiver and two transmitters, and when you pull it out of the box, they're already paired, but they're set in mono mode, which if you're recording one person like yourself, that's probably what you want. However, when you're recording multiple people, you'll want to record in the stereo mode. That way their tracks are separated left and right and they're not talking over each other. On the receiver, you just hold this button and it should switch over to stereo on the LCD display. There's no way to set individual volumes per transmitter. You can only set the volume on the receiver. And there are situations where if you're filming two subjects, one could be more soft-spoken than the other. So having that would have been nice, but it's not a deal breaker by any means. Let's actually dive into this now using the included cable and connect it up to my camera, and let's see how it sounds. And if this sounds good to you, you don't mind seeing the microphone, you can use it just like this. However, for me, when I'm recording in a professional environment, I obviously don't want to show the transmitter. And this is kind of where a downside of this particular kit comes in, is that it doesn't come with any lavalier microphones, although it does have the attachment to include your own. Neewer does have a more expensive kit that comes with more accessories if you want to purchase that, and I personally would recommend it. Now, a few more things about the transmitters. These actually have 4 gigabytes of internal storage, so you can record the audio directly into the receiver. It's only 2.4 gigahertz, so if you're in an area with a lot of electrical transmission, you may run into interference, but since you can record internally, you're gonna make sure that you have that good, clean audio that doesn't have that electrical interference. They also both have built-in noise isolation, which if you're not a video person can be great for eliminating background noise, but me personally, I would prefer to do all of my isolation in post. That way I have final control over the product. But again, something that they didn't have to include, which they did. Lastly, let me show you how easy it is to connect it to my phone. Just grab the adapter, plug it in, and bam, you can see it says USB audio, and I'm getting signal directly from this mic. Overall, for the price point, I think this is a great product from Neewer. As long as you're aware of those limitations and they're not a deal breaker, it's gonna get the job done, and you're gonna get much better audio quality than if you were using your in-camera mic, and especially your phone. If you're interested, check the comments. I'll post a link to this so you can pick one up yourself.